Hello everyone. Welcome to Programming in C for Beginners. I'm Amit Kumar and this is section 5, main function and program execution. In this section, we are going to deal with following tutorials. What is main function? Command line arguments part 1 and command line arguments part 2. So this is tutorial 25. What is main function? Now every C program has a primary function that must be named main. The main function serves as the starting point for program execution. Now I quote this thing, program execution. It usually controls program execution by directing the calls to other functions in the program. A program usually stops executing at the end of main, although it can terminate at other points in the program for a variety of reasons. Now, as I'm saying here, every C program has a main function, has a primary function, and the name of that function is main. Now, why this function is known as primary function? Because program starts its execution from the main function and ends its execution in the main itself. You know what? C is also known as functions of functions, because in C language, whatsoever we want to perform, we perform it via a function. Now that function can be a predefined function as well as user-defined function. Now predefined functions are those functions which are given by the language themselves, like printf, scanf, and user-defined functions are those functions which are defined by the programmer. Now we will study about user-defined functions in much detail later down the line. So what happens is, as soon as we start the execution of a C program, it starts executing the main function. Now within the main, it's up to the programmer whether he has called any predefined or user-defined function. So what happens is, the program control moves from main to the called function, and as soon as the task of called function is performed, the program control return back to the main itself. This is a cycle which actually moves on in C, and at the end, the program stops its execution in the main itself. I have made a block diagram to explain you that, so don't you worry, within few minutes I'm going to explain that and everything will be crystal clear. Now C language provides plenty of predefined functions, as I told you. Even we can create our own functions, and the functions that we create for performing a specific task are known as UDF or user-defined function. The main function can call these functions to perform their respective tasks. And when I'm saying these functions, I mean to say all the predefined and all the user-defined. When main calls another function, it passes execution control to the function itself, so that execution begins at the first statement in the function. And a function returns control to main when a return statement is executed or when the end of the function is reached. Now, as I told you, to explain you that, I have made a diagram over here. So let me show you that. Now I have made a rough structure of main. Now clearly you can see this is the main function which is returning int, and because there is a return type over here, I have not written void. So this main should return integer as a last statement. And if you will see carefully, it is returning 0 as a last statement, right? So let me show you with the complete diagram itself. So this is what happening here. Now if you will see, there are three functions, fun1, fun2, fun3, and these three are user-defined functions. So I'm assuming their definitions are here. And I have also shown you stdio.h where the printf is defined. So when this main will execute, so what will happen? When this printf statement is executing, then the program control will move on to the stdio.h, or better to say the compiled version of this one, and execute the definition of printf. And as soon as printf task is done, it will return back to the main itself. Now fun1 is called, so again program control will move on to fun1. It will execute all the statement. So in case there is a return statement, then definitely with that return statement, program will return back to main. But because void is the return type of all the functions, so the program will return back with this closing brace. And the same thing will happen in fun2 and fun3 as well. Again, you can see printf is again called. So again, program control will move to stdio.h. And finally, when this return 0 is executed, our main function, our primary function stops executing and our program stops. So I have opened my Visual Studio Code, and in section 5 folder, I'm going to create a new file. Now the name of the file will be tutorial25.c. And here's the file. Now within the file, I'm going to create that main and some functions. So let me do that first and then I will explain you the rest. Okay, so here's our program. Now definitely we haven't discussed about function definition, so you might not be understanding few of the things over here. But just assume that there are three functions, fun1, fun2. Okay, I had to rename them, fun2, and this should be fun3. So there are three functions, fun1, fun2 and fun3. They are user defined. Now how we have defined them is something we will discuss later down the line. But right now just understand, in case if I will call fun1, it will print fun1 starts and fun1 ends. Similarly, fun2 will print fun2 starts and fun2 ends. Fun3 will print fun3 starts and fun3 ends. And that's what these three functions will do. Now if I see main, so inside main I have called the printf, printing main starts, then I called each functions one by one, and then I printed main ends, and finally I returned 0. Now when I will run this program, the output itself will explain out of these functions which one is executed first and which one is executed last. Now let me run this program and let me show you the output. And here you go. Clearly you can see the program starts executing with main, then fun1 was called and hence it executed the fun1 and returned back to main. That's why fun2 was called, and then it also returned back to main. Then fun3 was called and then it also returned back to main, and finally main ends. So this is the normal execution of our program. So we are going to call predefined and user defined function inside main, and our program will always start its execution from the main and it will end it in the main itself. So definitely I have explained the main function and why main function is so important. In the next tutorial, we are going to discuss about command line arguments, and they are really very important. Now that marks the end of this tutorial. Hope to meet you in the next tutorial. Till then, thank you and happy programming.